Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Witchy Wisdom. I am here back in Tampa, Florida. We were hit pretty hard by Hurricane Milton. And we also had Helene before Milton. Milton hit us pretty hard in my area in Tampa. And I did have to evacuate my family, my animals. We came back on Friday, and we left early Tuesday morning. We came back to a lot of debris, a lot of water. Luckily for me, my home did not have any structural damage, but a lot of people, family and friends that I have did. And we still don't have water and power in a lot of areas. I'm very blessed. I do have running water and power, no internet still, but that is so minor compared to everything else that is going on. So being a healer, the line of work that I do, massage therapist, spiritual healing, Reiki healings, card readings, etc. I was praying and just meditating on what I could do for the community to try to help. So I am going to do two postings live here that I'm going to put up. One, I'm going to do a collective reading, and the other I'm going to do a collective kind of healing and just chakra alignment, and people can take the time to just listen to me and go through the meditation with me to give themselves a boost. And what I'm going to ask our community and anyone who listens, and if you're willing to share it to other people, is I'm going to try to raise money through the donations to the collective. Any monies that I receive, if you tag them as Milton or donation Milton, I'm going to try to raise money to open up my book on Friday to give anyone that needs a massage, a Reiki healing, a reading for free. I've cleared my whole book on Friday. My spa, where I practice, does have power, and I am able to get there and get into that area. So I would like to offer people that can get to that area, or if you are in an area of Hillsborough County or Florida where you cannot get to me, but you would like the distance healing and you're able to connect with me or watch a video if I tape it or send it to you, I'm going to try to open the book, see what we can raise for money. And when I post up these two videos, whatever comes in, I will let you guys know how many slots or spaces I have for people, and we will try to get as many people on that donation and free program through the collective, donating and giving towards that. All of the money that is donated from this collective read and then the collective chakra aligning healing that I do will go towards clients coming in and getting either a nice relieving, relaxing massage or some kind of Reiki healing or reading, whatever they'd like. So I'm hoping maybe I could get 5 or 6 paid slots. That's a lot, for a day, but filling up my schedule and getting people in there. And even if, I'd love to be able to give people like an hour massage and then, maybe half-hour reading, 15-minute half-hour readings, or, an hour Reiki session if they wanted it. And those type of services usually range anywhere from $60 to $111. So, anything that anybody could do, if we can kind of build that up. And I will obviously give some donation of my time as well. So even if I got half of that, I would consider half of that as a payment for one session for somebody. So I think that, we were so affected personally, my family as well, but I feel like if I find that balance, we're still kind of in Libra season, we're moving, but to give something and then also try to, get a little bit of help for my family as well and get out there and work, I think that would be a beautiful thing. So, all right, that being said, let's light some Palo Santo and get a little bit of lighter energy in here and just kind of come back and ground. I do have a window open it's funny, you know, I laugh at you have to find humor in it. I laugh at our Florida energy. It is absolutely humidity free and beautiful right now after Milton. And it's like it's playing with us. And it's like, oh, look at this beautiful fall weather. I just tried to kill all of you a few days ago, but now it's gorgeous. So anyway, classic Florida, but you know, I love it. I'm blessed to live where I live. I wouldn't give it up for anything. And you just have to be smart and plan and be careful. And we come together in Florida as such a beautiful community. You know, people are just, you know, kind, and you see that kindness and that patience and that beauty. So people who newly moved here or are not familiar with Florida, I hope you're recognizing that and seeing that. And my recommendation would always be, if you have young kids or pets and families, anything that is a high category 3, moving into a 4 or a 5, you evacuate. You know, low 3s, 1s and 2s, we stick around. But this one had the potential to be pretty harmful, and the timing that it was hitting was just too much to risk, in my opinion, for my babies, all of them. Humans and fur alike. We have a scale baby too. We have a bearded dragon, and he needs, you know, UVA light and all these things that you don't necessarily think about. But we are blessed, and I send so much healing, blessings, love, and light to all of my friends and family and community here in the Florida area, Tampa area, greater Tampa. We're gonna take that card, that one's stuck. So let's do a little collective read. And again, folks, if there's anything that you can donate, I will put all my payment links below, and just put Milton, prayer hands, you know, donation, so that I know that that's what it's coming in for. And I'm gonna collect all of that, and then I will make a post and put it out there, how many slots I have for my book, and people can contact me. I think the fairest way to do it is kind of like a first come, first serve, and I hope that everyone knows me well enough, if you follow and listen to my channel, that I'm very much a believer in karmic repercussions in the universe. So if someone reaches out to me and I have 5 slots, it's going to be first come, first serve, and they're going to get it. And I'm going to try to accommodate and reach as many people as I can. Once we fill the donation slots, I will do my best going into next week to do some sliding scales, helping people out if they really need a massage, if they're sore, if they need a healing session, to kind of do that on a sliding scale. If people are suffering right now, I understand that. We came home to, you know, like some food loss, and there's, you know, it's a lot, it's expensive. So I get that. Okay, so let's start with our collective read, okay, for everyone. Just that nice healing breath. This card was stuck, oof, and I got 3 others that are stuck. Okay, so we're gonna look at these. Ooh, and they're all upside down, guys, which you know if you follow my readings. For me, this means we're really gonna focus on them. Oh, and I love this. First one out, this is We're Invincible. This is the diamond, and it was upside down, which means we're focusing on that. So we've got this. This is commitment. This is light. This is that multifaceted, right? We can do that, right? We can be what we need to be to shine brightly and get done what we need to get done. We've got this. And diamonds are strong, right? They can be under so much pressure and they're not breaking, right? It's just amazing. And this is, diamonds are also spiritual power being around us, you know, and I felt it through the whole hurricane, and I was putting beautiful pyramids over Tampa, over Florida. And, you know, I'm so thankful to the Native American ancestral protections that we have in Tampa, Florida. If you don't know about that, if you're in another state or another country, you should look it up. We are beautifully, divinely protected by Native American forces here in Tampa. And I believe that that is why it shifted a little bit, along with all the prayer and beautiful energies that were being put in by the world, other states, other people, and the people here in our community. The wheel of karma is upside down, people, and this is fortune, okay, for this reading. It means a lot of things, but for this reading, we're focusing on fortune. we are coming to the end of a cycle, and we really are. And I will get into a deeper reading around the full moon, but we are, Pluto is kind of leaving where it currently is and moving in to another space, and we're coming into this age of Aquarius, and there is a lot of cyclical endings, really powerful change, and we are going to see that transformation. Okay, we're really going to see that. And then we have upside down, we have the baggage, and this is letting go of those unresolved issues. Okay, any excess that just no longer serves us, and decluttering has come in so many readings for the collective, for my private clients personally. The universe is really asking us to shed the material clutter that we don't need. We're really holding what we need spiritually. I was coaching, that's also something that I do. I'm a health coach and a wellness coach. And when I was coaching one of my clients, you have to honor the stages of life with which you are in. Some of us, if we are alone in our adulthood, or maybe two adults living together, you have a partner, you could probably declutter pretty significantly, or more significantly than if you have children in your home or pets in your home. Children need comfort things. They need things to sort of remain the same. You tend to have a lot of stuff when you have kids. Holiday decorations, different things that maybe as an adult, if they weren't there, you could care less about them in a material way, right? But they bring joy and comfort to your children or your grandchildren or people that come and visit. So balance that. It's not about clearing it all out, right? And showing like, I don't care about materialistic things, universe. Yeah. Your ancestors, your spirit guides, God, the universe, everything, they know, right, that you're doing and trying. It's more of like an organization, a cleanup, and where and how you can declutter. I think it's really calling for that time. And it's funny, I think for a lot of us that were affected by the hurricanes, you realize very quickly what matters and what doesn't. And for the first time, I've been through a lot of weather. I've been through a lot of hurricanes, and I lived up north in Massachusetts and in higher northern states, where I've been through a lot of blizzards, which are really cold hurricanes. And frozen lines, things down, everything freezes, you can't get out of your house, crazy. So I've been through weather extremes, and this hurricane is actually the first hurricane and first weather that I had to really look around and make decisions and leave pretty quickly. And it's amazing what people were saying to take. And I was like, I don't care about that. It gives you this real enlightening. And I think a lot of us, even if you weren't personally affected by Milton and you're watching this, I think if you have any knowledge of it, all of us are having this awakening right now. And I think that's beautiful. And that's where baggage comes in. It's really letting go of heavy burdens, things, people. I just heard the universe say, people, things that are just like weighing on you, and you're like, oh, I don't need this anymore. Remember that wheel of karma. We are there. We are like shifting and transitioning. Last but not least, again, it was upside down. This is optical illusion. So these are things that you're wondering, they're a little unclear, like, oh, is this one of the things I need to unpack? Is this part of the prosperity, the diamond, the wheel of karma, all the things coming? There's a little bit, I'm not sure, I don't know. Focus on that. It was upside down. So we're focusing on that. Ask the universe for a sign, ask for guidance, listen to your gut. I always tell people, especially when I'm coaching them or in a spiritual reading session, it's hard sometimes to soften our ego, but when we do, you want to always allow, the ego needs to be present. And if you fight with your ego, that's where you're going to have trouble listening to your intuition, your heart, your gut, your third eye. If you tell the ego, you are always allowed to be with me, soften and sit on my shoulder. If it feels that it is still part of you, it tends to allow itself to get very, very quiet and small. For me, I almost envision that I've taken my ego from really filling my body, and this has been over years of spiritual work, to a little nugget that sits on my shoulder. He is there, and it's so funny because I really always identify my ego as masculine. Identify as a female, but I very much have a alpha personality and a strong dominance there. So I'm always trying to balance my masculine and feminine, but he sits right there on my shoulder. And there are times when I need him. And I'm grateful to him when I need him, but I am very much driven by my intuition and my gut. But he never feels like he's not part of it, so he doesn't try to overpower anymore. And that takes work, to work on that. Healing sessions, spiritual divination sessions, coaching sessions, practicing, meditation. All those things will help you soften that ego and live in that kind of humility and non-reactionary kind of just taking it in, thinking about it. How does it sit in the heart? How does it sit in the gut? How does it sit in the head? And thinking about it. So this obstacle illusion, we really want to make sure we're not on that head trip, right? That we're not, you know, the ego isn't blasting us, and that we're not like, I need to do all of this. And that's more like ego driven than intuitive. So pay attention to it, okay? Because we have some really good cards there. So just repeating, we have our diamond. This is our spiritual power. This is our yes, our multidimensional. We're getting it all. We're invincible. We're rock solid. We're moving forward. We have our beautiful wheel of karma. This is our fortune. This is our abundance. It's coming. We're ending this cycle. And we are moving forward, and believe in it, believe in it, believe in it, believe in it. Baggage, getting rid of excess, right? Getting rid of unresolved issues, getting rid of things that no longer serve us. Simple yet so difficult. And then be aware of those optical illusions, right? And we have 2 7s here, 7-7. Beautiful angelic number, powerful number. So just make sure you're not falling into these tricks or traps or these little head games, okay? So blessings, love, and light, everyone. If you feel or are able to donate anything, please do so. Follow the links below. I'll put my payment apps there, and we are going to try to give anyone that is in the Tampa area or been affected by the hurricane, whether I am sending them a private video or having them in person at my spa, a service on Friday, and I will extend it as much as I can into the next week on sliding scales as well, and give people deep discounts. But if you're able to donate, I would greatly appreciate it. And then look for the next video, which will be a nice healing meditation. Blessings, love, and light. Thank you, everyone.